Okay, just waiting for the camera to set up here. Getting live here. Let's see if we get a moderator or two in. And we're going to do a collective energy for what's going on in the solar right at this time. So let's see if we get a moderator or two in, and then we'll go ahead and start. Hopefully Kim comes in. I just talked to Kim a minute ago. I'm pretty sure she might, but she is hanging out with her kids tonight, so who knows? If we don't get any moderators in, I'm just going to go ahead and do the collective reading for everybody at this time. All right, not seeing anyone, so let's go ahead and do this, guys. Update on my situation. Still working long hours at work. Still doing a lot of stuff that I don't need to be doing. But surviving. You know I talk to my cards, right? You know cards talk to me. So let's see what we got. Okay, you guys. Let me grab my glasses because I want. Barb, thank you for showing up, sweetheart. Thank you. I hope you do some timestamps. Actually, you don't have to do timestamps because this is a collective for everybody. So thank God you're here. Just would love to have a moderator here. Thank you for being here. I'm just going to reach behind me and grab some glasses. This is a brand new deck that I've been playing with, and I bought it off of Facebook, and it's so beautiful. I don't know, you guys have probably all seen the ad for it. It's just amazing. This deck is phenomenal. Anyway, so I bought it off of Facebook. It's so sweet, and I just love the energy of this deck. So the oracle cards that we get for tonight's collective reading are I am at home in my body and at peace in my spirit, and play is my pathway to joy. Those really go together. Like, seriously, it's like if you're at peace with yourself, you can play and be at peace with yourself, right? Like, literally. So let me show you the cards. So one is meditation, like literally sitting in meditation or prayer. And the other is just talking about joyful experiences, right? Joyful experiences. So they really do go together because you can't have one without the other. If you're not at peace with yourself, you can't be joyful, can you? So these two go super well together. I'm at home in my body and at peace in my spirit. Play is my pathway to joy. Literally, if I read them together, it makes one entire sentence, right? And so that is exactly where this reading is going to go. I'm going to move these to the side. I'm going to move the camera off of me and down into the table. Those were our first two oracle cards here. I love this new deck. I do, you guys. You don't have no idea how much I love this new deck. It's like so peaceful, and the energy off of it is beautiful, and I can't wait to share this with them. They've asked me for a video on the deck reading, and I'm like, well, you know, I honestly am not reading right now at the time, but just so much going on in my life, and, you know, cultivating this new relationship with somebody really special in my life. Trying to get through work, and like I barely have time to cultivate this relationship, but luckily he tolerates me. So So this is a collective reading for all signs. We are in a waning moon at this time. So let's see what kind of messages we get for all signs collectively at this time. At this time, I want you to know that you should accept the fact that you are at home in your body and at peace in your spirit. Play is your pathway to joy. So at this time, and I know that coming out of the new moon, we were supposed to let go of all kinds of transgressions, let go of that didn't serve us, right? So when we let go of all that dead weight, we have all this energy to be able to play and to be able to accept something new coming into our life, right? To be able to go in with a positive mindset. So we let go of all the negative energy going into this waning moon, even though that's weird because a waning moon is talking about also letting go, right? But no, what letting go does is every time. So think of the Ace of Cups, right? The Ace of Cups can't be fulfilled or can't be filled with more love and abundance until we empty out the negative, right? So that's kind of what this moon is asking us to do, is let go of the negative so we can fill our cups up with something that is more positive, right? So let's go ahead and pull our cards. At home in my body, at peace in my spirit, play is my pathway to joy. I absolutely, I keep reading it because I just love the way they go together. David, thank you for showing up, buddy. Hey, how are you doing? Oh, sorry. Gonna put this back at the table. So, we show up in the reading as a collective energy with the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups talks about, this is kind of what the moon was going to. What the moon was doing for us was bringing back all those past energies, right? The moon brought them back so that we could face them and release them, right? So showing up as the Six of Cups here is talking about past energy showing up that we get to face and release, right? Maybe for some of you, a very small few of you, it's talking about a past relationship that's coming back that didn't work the first time around, but maybe it's going to work the second time around, right? That's a very, very small few of you, but for the most part, it's just talking about, the past is coming up to remind you of where you've been and where you're going and how far you've come, right? So let's go ahead and pull the rest of our cards for this reading. We are not doing specific signs. We're just doing a collective reading really quick for everyone. I'm sorry, I can't see my chat. All of you guys. David, thank you for being here. Barb, love you so much. Here we go. Hanged Man, which actually fits really well with the energies that we were coming out of. So for most signs, not all, because I'll say probably all but 4 signs, in the astrological field, they were kind of coming out of a hanged man mode. They needed to see things from a different perspective to be able to believe that things were going to change for them, right? So going from the Six of Cups to the Hanged Man, the High Priestess, what are we talking about? What did I just say before I even pulled her? It's talking about the enlightenment, the knowing where you're going in the situation, right? Like following and trusting your intuition, talking to God and Source and asking them for the guidance, but yet before you even do that, you already know where you're going, right? Like I do that every day. Oh, wow. Are you kidding me? You get the Knight of Swords. Come on. The fastest moving knight in the deck. This is beyond the message. It's happening. It's coming. It's already started. Like, you can't stop a knight once he's already going, headed in his direction. He's going to cut down anything in his path that stops him, right? So that Knight of Swords is saying, this is it. I'm done. I'm moving on. I'm making this happen. Supporting the reading. I feel like this is maybe for some of you it has to do with love. Like you get the Queen of Cups. You get the nurturer. You get the woman who loves to make life happy for other people. But that doesn't mean that you're going to all find your Queen of Cups at this time, right? It just means that you're going to find something that nurtures your soul, right? Nurtures you, makes you happy, brings you fulfillment. So, oh my God, nuh-uh. I can't even do this right now, guys. So your final outcome card is the Chariot. The Chariot, guys. The Chariot. So we're going from the Six of Cups, finding balance. There may be things that will come to you from the past that challenge you and ask you to face something and move forward. There's some of you who are coming out of that hangman mode, right? Going into the hangman to the high priestess. That's like huge. That's like just waking up and knowing, right? Like the hangman puts himself in that position. Nobody put him in that position. He put himself in that position because he wanted to find a new fulfillment. He wanted to see things from a different perspective, right? But coming out of the hangman mode, going right into the high priestess, who is the know-all, the be-all of all people, right? She has all the answers. So it's kind of saying that you've been in the period of discovery, and yet you've come out knowing or more secure in your knowledge of where you want to go, right? With the Knight of Swords here leading the way, the Knight of Swords says, like, hey, swift. It didn't even happen. It didn't happen overnight. It happened like pretty quickly. Supporting the reading, which is why I feel like this has a little bit to do with love or just a lot of emotions, is your Queen of Cups. Your Queen of Cups talks about, those emotions. It talks about maybe a water sign coming in for you. But it talks about just trusting your emotions, trusting your heart, feeling, not living in your head, but feeling your heart. How many times do I talk about putting your head and your heart together? But in this, I feel like you're being asked to trust your heart in a situation. Because I can't even, this scares me. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say scares me, but it does. But you get the Chariot as your final outcome card, right? You get the Chariot. And I am going to ask for clarification on the Chariot. What are we rushing into? Like, some of you may be rushing into something. Are we being asked to not rush into this? Or are we being asked that, or being told that, yeah, it's okay to rush into this because it's perfect, right? Or it's right. So I'm going to ask for some clarification here on the Chariot. I can't, guys. 10 of Pentacles. Happy home, happy life, a just reward for doing everything that's right in the world, right? So this is a karmic reward for some of you. The Chariot's leading you to that karmic reward. It's leading you to that happy home, happy life. Yes, you've put in the work. You've done what it is that you were expected to do. And the universe is saying that you are going to be rewarded, okay? So this is a reading for the collective, not for any sign in particular, but if this resonates with you, please leave a comment down below. Like, subscribe, and if you want a personal reading, please look in the comments below and see how you can get a personal reading. Remember that your oracle cards are from this brand new beautiful deck that I bought online, and I can't even tell you enough how much I love the energy. Jean, oh my God, Jean, thank you for showing up. Jean, thank you. So this is a new deck that I am going to add into my to my list of what decks I use. It is so beautiful. The energy is amazing. And so I think for now, I'm just going to commit to doing energy readings at this time. I would love to get back into the sign readings. I don't know that I have the time to do that, but if I just pop on here and there and I do a collective energy reading, that's what I'm going to do for now. But that's the only way I can stay in contact with you guys. And I hope if this resonates with you, please leave a comment down below, like, subscribe, and to everybody else, thank you so much for being here. I will see you next time on the channel right here. I can't promise a time or a date. I'm sorry, guys. I can't even stop this. Hold on. There we go.